afternoon. This is Barbara Ochester. I am part of the Project Management Techniques class, and this is a screencast that will speak to leadership strategies in project management. Good day to the group. I am very happy to be here as a part of your leadership meeting and was asked to speak just briefly on the leadership techniques that are used specifically in project management. And I'm happy to do that. I have prepared a list of websites that will help you and a bibliography of some readings that I had done, as well as some handouts which will be provided for you as part of this meeting. When working on a project management team as a product manager, there are clearly some skills that are very important that you must bring with you. And those skills are tangible skills that really allow you to start, continue, and complete a project. But there are a lot of skills that are maybe not quite so tangible that are also extremely important. Each of us comes to a situation with our skills, with our ability and our strategies for being a leader. Are we a diplomatic leader, a transactional leader, a servant leader, any of those different kinds of leadership strategies that we have as part of our particular leadership makeup. But more than this, we need to understand that during a project, it's a lot more than getting all of the tasks completed. It is much or as much important the way that you are able to communicate with others on the team, others in the company where you are doing the project management project, how you can liaise with your stakeholders and have them understand exactly the value of the project that you are undertaking, and really making sure that everybody understands the value of your project. The ability to social network or socially interact with other people in the company is extremely important. One of the things that we learned about a little bit and that we will do some more work on as we progress through this project is emotional intelligence and the component parts of that that are so important. Additionally, it's also important to understand that there's a sense of reciprocity. And when you want to get a project done, all of the things that a project manager has to do, like making sure there are resources and time availabilities and people availability, but you also want to understand the concept of reciprocity with the other members of the company and perhaps your team. You need to understand that there's social interaction with these people, that if I do something for you, you can return the favor by doing it to me. And all of these things really work together in order to keep a project on time. At the onset of the project, it's always important to look at the entire company and people that you might be interacting with and understanding who is really important to the completion of my project, who has the skill sets that we need, what skill sets need to be taught. And skill sets, tangible skill sets, are very much easier to be taught than innate abilities to communicate and that sort of thing. What agreement? Who are the people that are actually going to sign the agreement and allow the resources and allow the money that we will need in order to complete this project? What is important is really understanding that those who are in opposition can put a huge barrier in front of getting your project done on time. You need to seek those people out, help them understand the value of the project. If they do not believe that it is valuable, you need to find a way, maybe not to convince them completely, but help them get on board that this project will be done, and perhaps they had a project that they felt was more important, and that project will be one that we follow up with. If we look very closely at emotional intelligence, and that's something that should be done at the onset, you really need to do what is quoted in some of the articles that you read as lead from where you are, lead from what you know, lead from what you understand. This self-awareness is part of the concept of emotional intelligence. It is important to know what your own strengths are and what your own shortcomings are, so you can, in fact, capitalize on your strengths and then learn about your shortcomings and see whether or not you can either build those skills, or if there's somebody on your team that can have those skills and can help you with that. One of the things that is very important is when you choose your team and get your team together to really understand what their skills are and how they can be cooperative in terms of getting your project done. Project management is all about being on time, getting things done on time, and a self-regulated person is one who will really do that, that watches the deadlines, watches the project, makes sure that things come in on time. If they have used the critical chain concept of planning their schedule and their resources, they will not run out of resources, or people will be available when they have completed one part of the project and need to start on another. So that's very important as well.